And welcome to the Raw.
No, he still get his ass whooped. He just positively, I'm gonna do this. What's real life situation? You get your ass handed to you, and you just, oh, I got to go now. Nah, fuck that. Get out of here.
It's another one of those that you're pretty sure is tucking something away by the end of the day. I mean, the woman, she makes Mark Henry look little.
Want good news, and if you want good reviews, you come here to It's All a Work. Yeah. Snap into a podcast. Hello, and welcome everybody to It's All a Work. This is our new series. Thank you for watching the first video of it. It's me, your boy, Big T616, and to my side, we have Hanji Manji to kick this off. Yes, we do have a new background, GPTW. What this is we're going to use ChatGPT to predict what is going to happen on PLEs, what's going to happen on major events like Saturday Night Live and things like that of that nature. We're going to kick it off with seeing what ChatGPT is going to predict how they would book the Raw on Netflix coming up in just 22 short hours. So, there are 4 matches that are currently scheduled, currently on the books. Obviously, there's going to be more. It's a 3-hour show. But they removed the Intercontinental Championship match to the following Raw. So we might throw that in for a bonus at the end. I just thought of that. But the 4 matches are going to be Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre, Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley, Roman Reigns versus Solo Sakoa in a tribal combat match for the Ula Fala, and finally CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. That is the final match. That is our main event for the evening. So we have 4 matches. We have 4 predictions. ChatGPT is going to tell us what it thinks is going to happen. So the format here, I'm going to read it out. G and I are going to talk about it, give our predictions, and then we're going to move on to the next match. So without further ado, let's move on to Jey versus Drew. So what ChatGPT says is WWE RAW on Netflix, Drew McIntyre versus Jey Uso. The pre-match setup, the backstory: Drew McIntyre has recently turned heel after a bitter betrayal of his former allies, emphasizing his newfound ruthless persona. Jey Uso, still riding the high as a fan favorite, seeks revenge for McIntyre's attack on him and his family. You get a promo package of a video that recaps the heated rivalry, highlighting McIntyre's turn to the dark side and Jey's quest for redemption and justice. Now, as far as the match booking, we have the entrances. Drew McIntyre comes out first with an ominous theme, dark lighting, cold, intimidating demeanor. He pauses at the ramp, giving a menacing glance to the crowd before he slowly walks to the ring. Jey Uso enters next with high energy, rallying the crowd behind him. He takes a moment at the top of the ramp to acknowledge the fans, pointing to the sky as a tribute to his family. In the opening moments of the match, the bell rings and both competitors circle each other. McIntyre smirks, underestimating Jey, while Jey stays focused, keeping a watchful eye. They lock up, with McIntyre using his strength as an advantage to push Jey into the corner. The referee calls for a clean break, but McIntyre lands a sneaky punch, drawing boos from the crowd. McIntyre dominates early with powerful strikes and suplexes, showcasing his heel tactics like choking Jey on the ropes and taunting the crowd. Jey tries to mount a comeback with quick strikes and agility. using his speed to evade McIntyre's heavy offense. During the mid-match, the momentum is going to shift as Jey lands a spinning kick followed by a series of clotheslines. The crowd rallies behind Jey as he gains confidence. McIntyre counters with a brutal spine buster, quickly taking control again. He works on Jey's back, applying a camel clutch to wear him down. High spots during the match will be Jey hitting a Samoan drop followed by a super kick, bringing the crowd to their feet. He ascends the turnbuckle for a splash, but McIntyre rolls out, avoiding the impact. McIntyre tries for a Claymore kick, but Jey dodges, rolling him up for a near fall. The tension builds as both men get to their feet. There will then be a near fall sequence where Jey hits a second super kick and goes for the pin, but McIntyre will kick out at 2. Jey can't believe it, and the frustration will start to show. McIntyre counters Jey's next move with a future shock DDT for a close near fall, keeping the crowd on the edge of their seats. False finish will be McIntyre signaling for another Claymore, but Jey ducks it and hits a surprise super kick. Jey quickly climbs to the ropes and delivers the Uso splash. As Jey goes for the pin, McIntyre gets his foot on the ropes at the last second, breaking the count. Jey pulls McIntyre to the center, attempting another pin, but McIntyre will kick out again. The conclusion of the match will be Jey attempting another high-risk move, probably another Uso splash. McIntyre will catch him in mid-air with a devastating Claymore kick. McIntyre will cover Jey for the 1, 2, 3, securing the victory. The crowd reacts with a mix of shock and boos as McIntyre stands tall, sneering at the audience. During the post-match, McIntyre will not be finished as he grabs a steel chair, intending to inflict more damage. Before he can, other baby faces will come down from the locker room, run down, and make the save. McIntyre will retreat, still smirking, as Jey is helped by his allies, setting the stage for future confrontations. ChatGPT then follows it up by basically saying that it chose this route because this highlights both of the men's strengths, keeps the audience engaged with high spots, near falls, and an underlying story of redemption and betrayal. So ChatGPT has Drew McIntyre overall being the win of the match with no run-ins until the very end when he tries to attack after the match. Hanji Manji, how do you feel about it?
Sounds accurate as shit, honestly. That sounds like the match that we're gonna get tomorrow night. So,
yeah, I think it's gonna be.
I
really...
honestly can't dispute it.
Yeah, yeah, and you know what? That's the thing. It sounds really, really good. I like the way that ChatGPT kind of broke it down. I do think Drew is gonna get the win. Do I think it's gonna be clean? I don't know. I think that we're gonna have a run in from KO.
You think KO? I was thinking Bloodline.
So here's the thing: this whole KO, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins kind of underlying story that's been happening, I think that's gonna come to a head a little bit on Raw. So let me ask you this though: do you still have Drew McIntyre winning, or do you think Jey's going to take it?
Yeah. No, I still think Drew's going to win it. It wouldn't make sense in the storyline for Jey to win it, because then it would kind of encapsulate it. But if Drew wins it, he's going to keep going after each member that wronged him and brought kind of helped Roman Reigns and all that fun stuff. So it doesn't complete Drew's story as far as, you know, him getting his revenge on the OG bloodline.
Gotcha. And I feel that. So you're thinking running from the bloodline to help Drew out then? Like maybe a Jacob Fatu, maybe a Zilla Fatu. Do you think we see Zilla Fatu come in?
I don't think we see Zilla Fatu yet. I don't think we see him yet.
Okay.
Not yet. It'd be cool. I don't see it yet. Because if Zilla Fatu is coming in, he's coming in as a part of the OG bloodline. I feel like he's gonna be taking Roman's side. Now, if Jacob Fatu comes in, maybe we see Zilla as backup. But I mean, it would be Jimmy and then Sammy coming in to help out, and then you got Tom Matonga and No, wait. Is that it? Yeah. Cause it's just Thomas Solo and Jacob Fatu. Cause Tonga Loa is out.
Yeah, Tonga Loa is gone. He's done. I mean, not
Yeah.
done, but he's obviously injured.
Yeah, he's injured.
Yep.
Yeah, so that unless they take out Sammy or Jimmy backstage, or Jimmy is too hurt to come out to help, that's the only way I see Zillow coming out.
Okay. Okay. That's fair. Well, either way, this is definitely going to push the storyline that we've got going here. Like I said, I think KO comes to Raw. I think Drew stays on Raw. I think Seth stays on Raw. And I think that we get like a little Seth, Jimmy, Jay. Or not, I'm sorry. Jimmy, Sammy, Jay versus Drew, KO, and Seth. I think that's coming down the line.
Well, see, KO can't leave SmackDown yet because the story with Cody ain't finished.
I mean, that is true. That is very true.
And then you got to think about if Randy Orton is healed up, then he'll be coming back soon. I feel like because he's been gone for what 4 months? Has it been 4 months?
No, it's only been a couple months. But like the thing is that you're very right about that. And the way that I'm booking it, I have everybody coming to Raw, and SmackDown ain't got shit. So
I'll say SmackDown ain't got shit. No.
But did you hear the
Raw
news?
Wants the tribal chief, but damn.
Well, did you hear the news? Did you hear that
No,
the old guy who was running TNA is coming to run NXT, and Shawn Michaels runs SmackDown, and Triple H runs Raw?
I did see something like that.
And they were saying that SmackDown's going to focus on newer talent from now on.
Okay.
Or not newer talent, but unrecognized talent. Talent that hasn't been used a lot.
Talent. Oh, like Apollo Crews and Carmelo Hayes.
I hope so.
All the black people.
I hope
the chocolate brand.
Ooh. Don't do that to me.
I'm just.
But hey, you know Shawn Michaels loves chocolate.
I'm saying, you know, everybody was good at NXT. As soon as they hit Triple H's roster, they were like, put him in with LWO or some shit.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So put him with a Nation of Domination. Sir! They haven't even... There's a Nation of Domination. Can we make one, please? We had one.
No.
You put him in AEW.
No, Taco Bell, Black Peep Power Rise, whatever. Y'all do what you want.
Jeez. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on to our next match. Our next match is going to be Liv and Rhea. I purposely did not read Liv and Rhea, so G, go ahead and take it away. Paint a picture.
All right. ChatGPT says Liv Morgan, the Power Champion, versus Rhea Ripley for the women's title. Pre-match build-up. All right. Backstory. ChatGPT got this wrong because they said Liv Morgan having recently turned heel, which she's been heel for I don't know how long. Uses underhanded tactics to retain her title, forming a loose alliance with Raquel and Dominic Mysterio. Pretty sure that alliance has been pretty tight.
That's pretty
whatever.
tight.
Rhea Ripley's determined to stop Liv's reign of terror, steps up as the challenger. Promos. Rhea cuts a passionate promo about restoring honor to the title, while Liv mocks Rhea's toughness and hints at having backup if things go south.
Okay.
That legit sounds real.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna start with the entrance. Liv enters first, which is weird because she's the champion. Whatever. Liv enters first, exuding arrogance, accompanied by Dominic Mysterio.
Okay. You have that right.
Now we're following up with Rhea Ripley as she comes out fierce, determined look, soaking in the crowd's support, you know, just doing the Rhea stomp, goes in. All right, so now start the bell. The match starts with Liv attempting to outwit Rhea with quick, sneaky moves. Doesn't do well, apparently. Rhea dominates early, using her power to control Liv.
Okay.
All right. Somewhere in the mix, Liv gains the upper hand with underhanded tactics, including poking Rhea's eye which the referee's vision is obscured somehow. So I'm assuming, it's going back to Dom's on the outside. Rhea's just trying to get Liv position. She just hits the damaged orbital eye, whatever,
Okay.
Kind of calls back to the mask stuff. All right. What the fuck? All right. After Liv gets the upper hand, we get a Raquel. We get a Raquel Rodriguez run-in.
Oh, okay.
It's so random. All right, cool. All right, I fucked up. I'm running back. All right, so after Liv pokes Rhea's eye, Rhea gains her momentum back, starts to mount a comeback. Then Raquel comes out,
Okay.
distracts the referee. Liv gets the upper hand by using an illegal object. So I'm guessing maybe the belt, maybe brass knuckles.
Okay.
Who knows?
Yo, if Liv brings out some brass knuckles, that shit's gonna be wild.
All right, next we get a Damian run in with Liv in control. Dominic is preparing to block off Damian. Damian charges in, puts a brutal ass choke slam on Dominic Mysterio outside the ring. The crowd goes crazy, and Rhea starts to gain momentum.
Okay.
Rhea sets up for the Riptide, but Raquel interferes, dragging on her foot. But before Raquel interferes anymore, Damian pulls Raquel from the apron. After no interruption, Rhea mounts the Riptide. We get a pinfall. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
New champion, Rhea Ripley. Her and Damian stand in the ring, title held high. Crowd goes crazy. Everybody's excited. And then we see Liv, Raquel, and Dominic, getting pulled back up the ramp, scowling, vowing revenge. So apparently, ChatGPT is saying this rivalry isn't over with, which I'm kind of upset about.
That's what we're all afraid of. That's the problem. We're all afraid that it ain't over.
So, cool thing, like T said about ChatGPT, to give a detail of why. They said this detailed booking balances the dramatic storytelling, character development, and wrestling action, ensuring a memorable, impactful episode of WWE RAW on Netflix.
Okay.
But this shit had me confused because it said Raquel was coming out, and then it said Rhea got the upper hand. I'm like, wait a minute. Why Liv just poked the eye out? Why is Raquel coming to the ring?
Man, sometimes ChatGPT gets confused, but and that's why I was saying you have to really, really let it know what you're looking for, and if you don't, goddamn.
Yeah. Outside of that, I kind of see the story. You get the power of Rhea Ripley, you get the interference from Dom, you get the eye pokes from Liv, the brass knucks from Liv, apparently, So, honestly, I can see it happen. I just don't want this shit to continue.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They're gonna have to do something. Someone's gonna have to do something to end this rivalry and to pull them away from each other. Like, the thing is Rhea can't go away, right? Rhea can't go away. Liv can't go away. Neither superstar can go away, and usually that's how you end a feud. One person will go away for a while. So I think what's going to end up happening is, like, Charlotte Flair is going to come out and make a return during this match, or Becky Lynch is going to come out and make a return during this match. I can see Becky doing it, coming out and, like, getting involved and be like, I never lost my title, I'm Scottish, or whatever. I can see her doing that. But I don't know. I don't know how this one's going to end, because if Liv wins, then maybe Rhea goes away and maybe the feud's over. But the thing is that it's set up for Rhea to get the final laugh.
Yeah, legit is set up. Unless we're gonna have a heel taking over this story as far as winning, like we have the heel ending on top.
We could.
I mean,
it doesn't feel like the story's gonna end.
Yeah, and you know, ChatGPT's calling that shit not to end. All the fans are like, all right, cool, we get a final match. Nah. Nah, it's not over with.
Man, someone needs to go somewhere. Like, I can even see, I would like to see Tiffy and Rhea mix it up.
I can see that. No, you know what?
What's that?
It'd be Tiffy and Liv. Remember, Tiffy got the gold now. Now she wants Dom.
Oh, now she wants Dom. That's right. She needs a little dirty in her life. Yeah, girl. I swear.
Yeah. So there's some heat there.
Hey, there's a little heat. You're right. That girl, I swear to God, man. Yo, she wild. She wild when she was like, I need a little dirty in my life. I said, girl, you got that toothpick.
He said, what?
So, shout out to Tiff Stratton, by the way, winning the WWE Women's Championship. Very proud of her. This shit was awesome.
Yeah.
Shit was awesome.
Like I said, I called that shit. I was like, there's no way she doesn't cash in. She'd tried too many damn times. That last go round, she was like, I want the championship. And I'm like, yo, she about to get that shit. She about to get that shit. I felt it. But yeah, congrats to Tiff.
Yep.
Just don't try to take Dom. Let that slide.
Yeah, please let that go, man. That dude that dude's chest getting too big. Can we stop? Can we stop pumping his chest up, please? Oh,
yo,
man.
He gonna be big as shit. I swear. He gonna be a fucking heavyweight championship in the next couple of years, man. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna love to see it. I'm gonna love to see it. All right, we're gonna move on to our next match. We're at the 20-minute mark. We're gonna try to keep these at 30 minutes if we can. So the next match it's gonna be, because this will not be the main event, it's gonna be Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa. So this one's mine. This one is a decently sized one compared to the first one. So let's go ahead and go through it. So match planning: Solo Sikoa versus Roman Reigns, a tribal combat grudge match. Pre-match setup. So promos and backstory. The episode begins with a video package highlighting the intense history between Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns, emphasizing the crumbling of the Bloodline faction. Paul Heyman is seen playing both sides, but with a focus and prestige on the prestige of the Ula Fala, symbolizing leadership of the Bloodline. Arena setup. The ring is adorned with traditional Samoan motifs. Tribal drums play as the combatants make their entrances.
Hey, yo, what?
The atmosphere is electric with heightened sense of tribal honor on a line. Hey, yo, they playing drums.
Yo, what's about to go down in this match?
Man, if that's just gonna pop me like crazy if there are actual damn drums in this match.
Doom. Like, oh my god.
So for the entrances, Solo Sikoa, he's gonna enter first with a menacing presence draped in Samoan-inspired gear. The crowd boos as he raises his hand, symbolizing his defiance against Roman. Roman Reigns walks out confidently, wearing a Samoan necklace, acknowledging the crowd with a nod. Okay. The fans chant his name, fully behind the tribal chief's quest to reclaim his family's honor. At match start, we get the opening sequence. The bell will ring. Both men stand face to face in the center of the ring, exchanging heated words. The crowd is on edge. Roman extends his hand, but Solo slaps it away, signaling the start of a fierce brawl. I don't think that's going to happen. Solo takes early control, using his power to ground Roman with strikes and throws. Okay, he taunts Roman, mocking his fall from grace. Roman fights back with his signature punches and a drive-by drop kick, gaining momentum. They then have a technical showdown. The match will shift to a more technical pace, with Roman focusing on Solo's arm to weaken his Samoan spike. How the fuck did ChatGPT know that? Solo counters with a brutal Samoan drop, turning the tide. Tama Tonga is then going to appear through the crowd, attacking Roman from behind. The referee is distracted, allowing Solo to regain control. Tama exits after delivering a devastating gun stun.
The guts.
Yo, they just went back to
What?
Yo, they just went back to 1999 with Hall getting Goldberg with a gun stunner. Or is that the name of his finish?
That's the name of his. Yeah. Well,
I was saying, is that his finish? Because if that's his finish, that makes sense. But if like they say gun stun, as in like harkening back to Hall hitting Goldberg with the stun gun back then, that'd be crazy.
yeah, no, that's his finish. That's his old finish. I haven't seen him use that shit here.
Heard. Okay.
What the fuck? All right, ChatGPT.
ChatGPT wild. All right, climactic style moments. Roman's comeback. Despite the interference, Roman mounts a comeback, delivering a Superman punch and a spear, but Solo kicks out. The crowd is in disbelief as Roman rallies the fans. Jacob Fatu then storms the ring, hitting Roman with a splash from the top rope. The referee is again distracted. The bloodline chaos intensifies as Jimmy Uso runs down to even the odds, brawling with Jacob Fatu. In the final moments, Sami Zayn rushes to the ring, helping Roman fend off Solo and Tama, which apparently I thought left, but I guess he's back now. He delivers a haluva kick to Tama, taking him out of the equation. Decisive finish. With the ring cleared of interference, Roman and Solo stand alone. Roman counters a Samoan spike with a second spear, followed by a guillotine choke. Solo struggles, but eventually taps out. Post-match, Paul Heyman slowly enters the ring holding the Ula Fala. The crowd is hushed. Heyman looks at both men, hesitates, and then finally places the Ula Fala around Roman Reigns' neck, symbolizing his leadership and reclaiming the control of the bloodline. Emotional close. Roman helps Solo to his feet, offering a sign of respect. The show closes with Roman standing tall, the Ula Fala around his neck, while the crowd chants in approval. The bloodline's future is secure, but the tensions are far from over. Aftermath. Backstage fallout. A camera captures the defeated Solo, Sakoa, and Tama Tonga regrouping backstage, vowing revenge. Roman addresses the WWE Universe, declaring a new era for the bloodline on Netflix's Raw. ChatGPT's reasoning for this is this match not only cements Roman's status as the head of the bloodline, but also sets up future storylines involving the new alliances and rivalries formed during the bout. So, Solo Sakoa loses via tap out according to ChatGPT.
Yo, I swear to God, I'd be okay with that because Roman hasn't used a guillotine in a while. Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah. That's a wild. You know what though? That would be cool. I mean, everything that ChatGPT is saying is actually pretty fucking dope.
Yeah,
in my opinion,
pretty accurate. Pretty accurate to a certain extent.
I do believe that Roman Reigns wins. Unless Roman Reigns' story in the bloodline is over and they're going to get rid of Roman Reigns. But I don't think they can do that yet until The Rock finishes his story with the bloodline. And that's one thing that wasn't mentioned, is that The Rock potentially doing a run-in. So do you think The Rock will play a factor in this, and how do you think it will go?
I think he plays a little factor in this. I'm not sure how it's gonna factor in, but I think he comes out in support of Solo. Honestly, I don't know. Because if Rocky comes out, then Roman loses. He has to lose, right?
That would set up a WrestleMania match for sure.
Yeah. I don't think it will push him. Clearly the Bloodline storyline will still keep going, but I don't know. Like, because it seemed like they would be trading shots all the way up to WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, I think that The Rock's going to play a role, and I think that if Solo wins, he becomes the tribal chief, and I think that makes Roman an outcast, and we're telling more of a story. Now we have the old leader of the bloodline, the old tribal chief, and now he's an outcast, and the bloodline doesn't want him. They cast him out, but it's the Rock's fault. So now he has to fight with the Rock. He has to feud with the Rock. I think that's a good story. Because honestly, if Solo loses, what do we do with Solo? Solo almost has to win.
Oh, Solo's going after Cody if he wins.
Which is fine, but that's the big question. If Solo loses, what the hell does he do?
Still fights Roman. Either that or he submits and then he has to fight Jacob Fatu. Either way, you're still going to have like two separate bloodlines going on. Because Jacob ain't going to follow Roman.
That's true.
So
we have yet another feud that doesn't really have an end. You can't really end this feud.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. But it is what it is. So wait, did you say Roman's winning or did you say Solo's winning? What's your final answer?
Fuck, I don't know.
It's a hard one.
It varies, motherfucker.
I say it's a hard one.
If The Rock comes out, Roman's losing. If he doesn't, Roman's winning.
All right, give me an answer.
I'm gonna say Roman wins.
I'm gonna say Roman wins too. I'm going with my heart on this one. I think Solo needs it outside of kayfabe, but I want Roman to win. That is what it is. All right, and then we're going to come to the final match that we know of. There will be more matches. We're going to do the same thing with the Royal Rumble. This is going to be one hell of a... Can you imagine ChatGPT predicting the Rumble?
Oh, God, no.
This shit's going to be crazy.
No.
We don't even know who's going to be in the Rumble. Like, I don't even know how we're going to do it, but we're going to figure out a way.
Oh, yeah, it'll be easy.
But either way, the last match is going to be Punk versus Rollins. G, you got this one. Take it away, brother.
All right. Set the stage for Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. We have a video package. The show opens with a hype package detailing the rivalry. It highlights Seth Rollins' betrayal of Punk and their verbal sparring leading up to the match. The package ends with both superstars vowing to settle their score in the ring. Now we head backstage for an interview. Seth Rollins, confident, cocky. Rollins belittles Punk, claiming he's the future and Punk is a washed-up has-been. Very accurate.
Okay.
While CM Punk, calm yet intense. Punk promises to give the fans a show and teach Rollins a lesson in respect. We start off with Seth Rollins coming out, flaunting his arrogance. He's looking calculated as he walks to the ring. He's smirking at the booing crowd. They're saying the crowd is booing. Do you believe we're getting a booed Seth Rollins for this?
Yes, 100%.
Oh, shit. All right, he makes it to the ring. We have CM Punk entering, massive pop, full of energy, engaging with the fans, showing his focus on the task at hand. Nice. All right, we're going to start the match with an initial lockup, a traditional collar and elbow tie-up. Punk gains the upper hand with a series of quick arm drags, frustrating Rollins. Rollins then takes control with a cheap shot, leading to a methodical beatdown. He targets Punk's midsection with stomps and suplexes. Punk rallies back with a series of strikes, a spinning heel kick, a running knee in the corner followed by a bulldog. We have a high spot where Rollins counters a GTS attempt, sending Punk into the ropes and hitting a sling blade. Rollins Rollins goes for a high-risk move, a springboard knee, but Punk catches him with a midair dropkick. Got a near fall. Punk hits a top rope elbow drop and covers for a near fall. Rollins counters a second GTS attempt into a ripcord knee, getting a close 1-2. Rollins' desperation. He's frustrated. He attempts to use a chair brought into the ring by the referee distraction. All right. Punk ducks the chair shot, hits Rollins with a roundhouse kick. We start to finish off. Punk signals for another GTS. He hoists Rollins onto his shoulders and delivers the GTS, but Rollins' foot touches the rope during a pin, breaking the count. Rollins uses a referee distraction to low blow Punk, and then he hits the curb stomp. He covers Punk. 1, 2, and 3. Post-match, Rollins is celebrating, battered but victorious. Celebrates with the trademark laugh, taunting the crowd as he retreats up the ramp. Punk, visibly disappointed but defiant, gets a standing ovation from the crowd. He signals that this isn't over, promising revenge. The aftermath. Cliffhanger. As Raw goes off the air, a teaser for next week's episode shows Punk backstage confronting Adam Pearce, demanding a rematch under no disqualification rules. The finish keeps the heat on Rollins as a top heel while keeping Punk strong in the loss, setting up future encounters to elevate the feud. So, my question to you is, who is this referee distraction?
Who's the referee distraction?
And who's distracting the referee in all this? Because apparently we have a run-in. They're saying Rollins can't win unless we have a run-in.
I mean, again, I can see it being KO. I can see it being Drew McIntyre.
But KO ain't got beef with CM Punk yet.
Huh?
Drew, however, I said KO doesn't have any beef with CM Punk yet.
But Drew does.
Yeah, Drew does.
And I can see Drew coming in.
That makes sense.
And I also have a feeling
feeling
this is going to be a heels night.
It seems like it.
I do have a feeling the heels are going to get it. So, I guess we'll
know. I can see it. I can see it happening. I mean, I don't know. I was kind of thinking Punk would win this one, and kind of push Rollins over the edge, and then Rollins actually goes back to being an actual heel.
Yeah, that actually makes sense because Seth Rollins isn't all the way heel right now. He's being pushed into heel status because of the feud with Punk. And so I think you're right, actually. I think that Punk wins, pushes Seth over the edge to attack Punk after the match. But I do still think there will be a run-in with Drew. I think Punk is able to overcome it, though.
That'd be interesting as shit. But my thing is, I feel like if Punk wins, he goes for the handshake, Seth low blows him. Get heel Seth again. That's my finish.
Your finish is what? Low blow?
Yeah. Like, CM Punk wins he overcomes the distraction from Drew and all that. But CM Punk goes to shakes Seth's hand. God damn, I'm struggling with words today.
Oh, and Seth hits him with the low blow.
Yeah, Seth hits him with the low blow, and now he's getting actual boos from the crowd. I just don't see him getting booed right off the bat yet.
Yeah, I just don't think. I don't see Punk going for the gentleman gesture. I don't see it happening.
You don't see that?
No, just because this is more of a grudge match than anything, and they said some pretty heated things, yo. Seth said my man can't have kids.
And that's fucked up. You said that's something you don't know about. I'm like, God damn, dude. But see, and that's my thing. CM Punk is maturing now. He's trying to do better. And, you know, Seth was his friend, apparently, a long time ago. You know, they were boys. So what way to hash it up after getting into a brutal ass fight? And you want to, you know, make amends.
Yeah, you're right, I guess.
I don't know. That just
because they did used to be boys. You're right. So maybe he does come out and he's like, hey, you know, do this. You know, shake my hand. Whatever. Let's bury the hatchet. Maybe he does that. I don't know.
Maybe.
I guess we'll see.
I don't know.
But overall,
so you saying CM Punk wins?
I'm saying this is gonna be a CM Punk match. I want CM Punk to win.
Okay. Heard. All right, that makes sense.
But a heel is going to win out of Punk and Rollins or Reigns and Solo. So if Punk wins, Solo wins. If Punk loses, Solo loses. But I think we're going to go out on a high spot. I think we're going to send the crowd home happy. I think Punk wins in the main event. So the crowd can go home happy. And I think that means that Solo's going to win. Because that would be one of the only acceptable reasons of why Roman and Solo wouldn't be the main event.
Yeah. Ooh, this is about to be some upset motherfuckers coming tomorrow.
Yep. So, but tomorrow, either way, tomorrow should be a delicious fucking podcast.
I can't wait. I just got to get through 10 hours of work.
Yeah, true that.
Man.
I don't normally do this, but I do want to shout out two other people doing their podcast or doing podcasts or videos and stuff like that. And I do not have their permission to shout them out, but I'm going to do it anyway, so I hope they don't mind. Malik Kelly on Facebook. He does different wrestling commentary and stuff like that. You might be able to find him on YouTube, but I don't know. I just know that on Facebook, he's under Malik Kelly. He does some good stuff. And then Kick Ash Podcast. It seems like she's pretty new, but she's got a good following. She actually has a better following than us. But she just doesn't have a lot of videos on there that I saw. But either way, she's really good as well. And she doesn't stream at the same time we stream, so that's helpful. So I'm not taking numbers away from us. I'm not taking our two people away that we currently have. But
pick us up.
Yes.
Pick us up. Say we used to have 300 people watching, and we just moved to a different platform.
I mean, that's true. It is true. On Twitch, we had max, we had like 600, 700 people watching us at the same time at one point. And it was awesome. It was great. People loved watching us.
And then we had,
you know, and it was before we had all the bells and whistles too. I didn't have all this stuff that I have now, all this background and all this stuff you see. I didn't have that. I did have long hair though. I have short hair now. I think the long hair is what drove me. What?
Jesus Christ.
Right?
They were like, all right, get this. Man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna see what you look like.
I look like vanilla melted ice. It's terrible. Anyway, look, my friends, we are at the end of a video, and you know at the end of every video I put on the LA Knight glasses, and I say the same thing that I say every single video, and that is that if you want good news and if you want good reviews, you come here to It's All a Work. Yeah, snap into a podcast.
Free fried bean donuts.
Can you please say we out?
We out.